Welcome to the Author's Corner with H.D. Campbell. Each show is filled with news, reviews, interviews, and expert advice from the industry. All for you, the author. And now, here's our host, H.D. Campbell.
Welcome to the Author's Corner bonus content edition. I have a lost episode with one of my clients, Elliot Howard. He has a book that's actually being finalized next week, done by H.D. Campbell Productions. We're doing a lot of promo for him. He actually has a page on my site, www.hdcampbell3.com, which was going to be about to be updated with some amazing things going on. He's doing things like the Baker's Man and a few other things I'll be talking about later. But without further ado, and with limited commercial interruptions, here's the interview. It's very cool that I can actually have a client with H.D. Campbell Productions come on the Author's Corner and talk about his career and everything that he's doing. So thank you for coming aboard today.
Oh, thank you. A lot has gone on since the last time you and I spoke. So it's good to go through a little bit of an update and our working relationship has been spectacular. There's no one better than H.D. Campbell.
Thank you so much. Well, like I say, ever since Rewritten Live, we've both gone through some things, and everything has worked well. We're going to have some things going on in the future, and from there, they'll just have to watch our smoke.
Exactly.
So, let me start from the beginning. I have to go back to the beginning for those who don't remember our last interview. You're the author of Rewritten Lives. What got you started on that journey to write a book?
Well, the journey began with the whole thing of writing poems, and what got me into writing poetry. And I didn't start that till I was 16, going on 17, here in Houston. So anybody from my friends and family from Ohio that had known me and from birth to 16, they didn't really know this side of me. And it came about at the end of what would be my junior year at Clemens High School in Sugar Land, Texas. And the funny thing was, it had to do with, I was trying to impress a young lady that I was, and my dad had, because guys when they're younger, before they really establish who they are, they have a great relationship with their dad, try to copy their dad, right? And I knew that I've seen in from older cousins and other shows had guys who were older than me. They would always quote poetry or show that ladies like poems, and that would be something to be creative. Well, I never done anything like that. So what I tried to do was my dad had this great books of poetry from Shakespeare in his library at the house. So I snagged it, and I found a really cool poem that, like, if I did this right over the phone to her, that would actually kind of sound like I'm smooth. I had no idea what smooth was, but I thought that must be it. So I practiced it about 20 times, and then when I called her, and we had gone out on a couple of days, hung out a little bit. She was a cool woman, a cool girl at the time, and still is even now. We're friends to this day. I did the poem, and I tried to pass it off as mine, but in true woman fashion, she kept it real. She was like, "Nice recitation," and I was and it burned me so bad. I was like, "Man, she knew."
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm never again going to quote somebody else. I come up with my own stuff. And from that point on, I was good to go. I was like, I can do better than what this guy did. Let me just come up with my own stuff. I started learning different styles of poetry, from haiku to rounds to freestyle to rhyme, doing it in rhythm, you name it. I was like, let me start small, let me see how I can bounce this, let me do this. Like, I just am never going to quote somebody else. Just never. I don't. And to this day, you can ask my wife. I come up with my own stuff even with her. I'll get a blank card and I'll write something on the fly just to her.
Right.
Yeah. But Valentine's Day, traditionally you get a Valentine's Day card for your wife. But if you're a poet, why do you need to get a Valentine's Day card and I do it, but then I also put my own little something inside there as well. Because that's somebody else's work. You got some professional pride here.
Well,
surely you can come up with something nice, sweet, and romantic for your wife. Actually, I know you can relate to this.
Oh yeah. As a fellow poet, I have to need to be extra too on Valentine's Day, so I truly understand. In fact, this Valentine's Day will not be any different.
In fact, let me show you something. The very first poem I wrote is actually in Rewritten Live. It's called My Rose. And here. Because the problem was, and I realized it as I got older, after I had written the poem, was the simple fact that the reason why I couldn't write a poem for anybody at that point in time in my life, because I was young, 20, single, and really didn't have any relationship with anybody, was the fact that there really wasn't a woman out there at that time that I loved deeply at all. Except for the fact that every son loves his mom. So, can't get the first one to her. If you don't mind, I'm going to read this one. It's called My Rose. To some, it is a beautiful flower. In the spring, summer, and fall, it is a name known by all. The name is given to objects of beauty, but since beauty is within the eye of the one who beholds, to you I give this name of fame, because your beauty is in the sight of me. It is the world I want to show, the life of beauty that I've come to know, the life of beauty that comes from the rose I've found in you. So what I want to say is what I see. What a beautiful rose you are to me.
It is very.
Yeah, that wasn't any girl. She was the woman that loved you first.
That's beautiful, though. That's still beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, and it just without channeling myself, I can tell you about how I do it, but I want to know how you do it. How does it come off the tongue for you? Because a fellow poet I can understand, but what do you do for your audience?
Well, for my audience, and I operate in a vein where because growing up, when it comes to poems, when it comes to being a poet, your environment, your influencers in your life, be it, just your overall environment, the people you interact with, and what you go through is the soil from which the poems that you write spring. And the thing is that you want that is being honest with yourself. Because I think poetry is for the poet, it's actually a mirror of what you get to see exactly what do you actually think, what do you actually feel. And then you get like a painter being honest with his or herself about the type of images that really they want to put out there. When they get true with themselves, that's when the best painting comes, the best poetry comes, when you're actually true about yourself. I mean, the different types of skill sets, the different types of poems that one can write, and that's all skill. But when it comes with you can make a haiku deep, even though it's only like a couple lines long, because you manage to focus the sincerity of what you're trying to get across, and you're not getting away. You get away from just trying to show off the skill set. You accept the fact that you have the skill set, and then it becomes the image that you're really trying to get to. And so for me, I do my best at centering myself. Music is a big thing for me. I grew up singing in choir, singing solos at church, singing with my mom, playing saxophone, playing piano, and experienced my creativity in that way. And so now as I've gotten older, what I like to do best when I do my best writing, when I'm having instrumental music playing, because I'm not having somebody else's words in my head. I play the instrumental music so I can focus the words that are in my head, because I already know how I want to say it. I'm really isolating what it is that I'm really trying to get to when I'm saying what I'm saying.
Okay. So let me switch gears for a second. So with all that, what inspired you to put together Rewritten Lives?
Well, I got to a point where it's like in my life where I'd been writing for, at that point when I put the book together, really since I was 16 or 17 years old. And what I wanted, and so I'm like, I can put this together. I want to, somewhere where there's a message, but it's implied. But yet still standalone. And the problem which was like my grandmothers were getting up in age, and in fact my grandmother, my mom's mom, actually was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer when I started putting Rewritten Lives together. And I was at a race against time to try to get the book together, and I wasn't able to do that. The first part of the book, prologue, was those poems were the newest poems I had written at that time, and they were poems I would write and I would send to my grandmother that had involved some imagery of things that I remembered as a child, but then also talk about some of the strength of the relationship, what it meant to me. And so I kind of went down memory lane, and also sharing that, that confirmation with her that it wasn't just the moment that we shared wasn't just something that that was just something that she held on to, but I did too. And trying to comfort her the best way I could, because at the time I couldn't get there. She was living in Ohio. I was living in Texas. And space and time was not allowing me to just get there. And so the best thing I did, I had family that was there, and I would send the poems, and they would read them to her. And so then when she passed in that September, it was around about July she was diagnosed, September she was gone, and then I was up with my dad's mom. And so then I finished up Rewritten Live and brought the original book and down with her, and then down with me, along with another book that I was putting together, which as one of the people that dedicated the book to by her birthday. And it meant a lot to her. That her words to me were, I mean that much to you? I said, yeah. And you'll always be forever with me, but I wanted people to know who was one of the people that actually influenced me. And, what better way than to have you in here with my first book.
That's beautiful. And see, I don't know that. I mean, like I said, that you know one reason I like working with you? You have a big heart. I like your big heart. You have a big heart for your son, your wife, just life period. That's one reason I love working with you. And everything for you is a dedication to someone, a favor to someone. I mean, you're a good friend as well as a good husband, you're good all the way around.
Thank you. That was a lot.
So, I mean, like I say, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, my man.
Are we getting any closer, Mark?
Before his book, Murder by Execution, is released, get to know investigative reporter Mark Alexander in his first 2 books by author H.D. Campbell. Late Murder at 10. Find the murder of news anchor killed on the air. Start. The Virtual Killer. Track down a very dangerous cyber serial killer before the body count rises. Get both books at your favorite bookstore at Amazon.com and other online outlets. Also available on Kindle and Nook.
Have you experienced the Bruce Williams series of books, How to Lose a Black Woman and Geraldine? Experience Bruce Williams' journey true love, and possible missteps along the way through his eyes, his poetry, and prayers. Then, meet Geraldine, whose own search for love makes some quite interesting and possibly dangerous turns. When she gets involved in a love triangle, she must find out within herself whom she wants to be with and whom she needs to be with. With special appearances by Bruce Williams, Geraldine and her friends help you experience her journey. Try How to Lose a Black Woman and Geraldine at your local bookstore, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or on your Nook and Kindle tablet.
So,
I appreciate that.
oh, it's no problem. So let's move forward a little bit. All right, you did
Okay.
Rewritten Lives. Rewritten Lives is doing pretty well. Now I'm going to actually switch gears for a second before we get into your next crop of books. I want to talk to you about how did we transition into your work with Man Alive?
Well, Man Alive, came about, it was brainchild of Dr. Paul Denman. He's been a therapist for over 25 years and worked with all the United States for over 25 years. And as a therapist, I work with married couples, individuals, families, all walks of life. And so he had the therapeutical background. And for me, I had the business background. I carry a master's degree in business with a focus in accounting, and I have a master's degree in communication studies with a focus on research analysis, both quantitative and qualitative. And then, over 10 years of management experience to go along with all that. So I brought the business side, he had the science, and then conceptually, because for me, another thing that makes my life unique, I find, is the fact that actually on the religious side, and then I think you can see from my poetry on my written Facebook page and also Written Live, there's a heavy spiritual side to my life. And the reason why is my dad, on top of being a businessman, is an ordained minister. Okay? So go from there to the pastor who was also a friend of mine growing up. So I had I was friends with the pastor. He and I stayed close from birth through 16 and then beyond. After he had retired, we still stayed close. He passed away a couple of years ago. He and his wife have been married for over 60 years. She and I still communicate to this day. Man, his whole family and I have a good relationship. So along the way, and then even my current pastor, Rebus Wright, close relationship with him. And his family and my family are close. So and going even further than that, my grandmother worked at a Catholic rectory. I used to talk with priests and interact with them. And when I was at Pitt, I talked with, and was actually literally taught by an Eastern Orthodox pastor about Eastern Orthodox denomination. And so consequently, that's a huge component of who I am. So I also have that thing where it melds those worlds together. I see where all the connections can be, and then understand where people would believe or would not. And then I just talk like a regular guy. And so with Man Alive, we have what I've seen from what I had been through personally was dealing with myself. I'm a man, and life of a man is challenging. Our focus, and what Dr. Denman talked to me about, and what I believed in, and so I got behind it, and we co-founded this, was focusing on EQ. And that had to do with emotion quotient. And of course, with Rewritten Lives, it talks to me, the focus of the book is about the whole cycle that we go through when it comes to change. The difference between emotion quotient is different from in the IQ, intelligence quotient. IQ is a simple situation. Your wife comes to you and tells you that, okay, there's a flat tire on her car, okay? And you have the skill to change the tire. Okay, that's the skill to change that tire is IQ. When you do it, if you do it, is an EQ issue. If you say like, okay, I'll get to it later. Or, okay, I'll go ahead and take care of it right now. That's the EQ issue. Because the question isn't about whether or not you have the ability, it's your willingness to do so. And then we'll go for even deeper than that. You see situations now where the big button is domestic abuse. Okay, and it has there are women that do domestic abuse. I get that, and that's wrong in its own right. But see, I'm a guy dealing with guys, okay? And the average woman, if you were to break her down into being, change her over to being a man, okay? She's not in. Most women are not in the weight class. If they were men, would not be in the weight class of their husbands or their boyfriend or just their friends that they're around, okay? So. No fighting body, be it UFC or boxing, would sanction the fight because, man, like I'm 230 pounds. Wife is like 100 pounds less than that. If she were a guy, there's no way that fight's gonna go down. So even if she were to hit me, or like guys feel threatened when the physical assault might occur, they say, there's a way to stop it without destroying her in the process. On the other side of the coin, even if she's not the one that instigated it, okay, you can be angry. Being angry, you're allowed to be angry. Okay, if something's done that's an offense to you, anger is not the issue. Okay, intelligence is you have the right to be angry. What you do after the fact that you've gotten to that place is an EQ issue. You know that you shouldn't put your hands on her.
Right.
If some other, if she was your mom, some dude came up to your mom and put his hands on her, you wouldn't like it. So you know that it is wrong. But you did it anyway. Why is it that you didn't stop yourself from doing something that you know is an unwise thing to do?
Right.
Forget the fact that it's mean and it's sensitive and you're dominating and it's domineering and all of that goes along with that. You know that what you knew that it was wrong, and you did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, go from understanding why you did what you did, because that's the root of the problem. Because you could have easily turned around and walked away from the situation.
Yes.
Okay, and there's no shame in turning around and walking away from the situation. You consider a highly EQ individual can weigh the situation, weigh the outcome, and then feel like, okay, there's no good that can come from this situation as it is right now. I can remove myself from it, and I'm just talking about an extreme. We're talking about some situations where husbands and wives are divorced, they have kids, and the situation is difficult for that man to process one way or another, but he ends up, for whatever reason, be it she's difficult or not, or it's just that he's having a hard time dealing with the fact that he's not with this. He might not have custody of the kids, or might not even have shared custody with the kids, but because it's just a little bit more challenging than what he had planned, he just completely disconnects himself from the kids. See, that's an EQ issue. IQ is, he knows that that's wrong. He knows that he wouldn't like it. That's IQ. He knows that it would ultimately hurt the kid, and it's only going to lead to bigger problems down the road. IQ, you know that. But because it hurts, because it's difficult, because of how your emotions feel, you just check out. That's an EQ issue. And so for me, I think what has helped me out is I've benefited from having a great relationship with my dad and other older men that have poured into my life, as I alluded to earlier, from the pastors, and I have many uncles and such. And so what they poured into me impacts the decisions that I make, because even if I haven't experienced that particular situation, I have enough poured into me that I have a pretty good idea of what my judgment calls should actually be. So even though I haven't been there before, I've been advised right on what to do. So the decision is already made before I get there. Some guys don't have that. And what I've seen in communities, be it from black to white to Asian to Hispanic and all points in between, because of what religion that you are, there's still a problem of men in general in society kicking the can down the street of, like, there's an issue. You see a guy going through it, and even if you're not older, you might have faced what they're facing for the first time. You might have already faced that. You have this knowledge and wisdom you can pass on. Whether or not they accept it or not, you can still advise. And if they don't, that's on them at that point. But they can't say that they didn't know. But if you don't make the effort, then that's a problem. And we in general kick the can down the street where expecting somebody from on high, some savior, to come in and save the day, when really it's all about, it's real simple. It's helping the man next to you. Not everybody's going to be a pastor. Not everybody's going to be a deacon. Not everybody's going to be a social civic leader. But that's overthinking it too much. Your neighbor has a problem, and you have the ability to help. Why not simply just do so? Not because you have to, because you're not obligated to do so, but it's the right thing to do. Enough with trying to give people cookies for doing what is really just simply the right thing to do. Just do right.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, I come from a generation where, now I didn't go through this, but I had a roommate in college who, this basically solidified the difference. I didn't realize how much of a cocoon I had been in growing up. I had a roommate in college who was in a situation, if you follow me on Elliot Howard on Facebook, and I post situations of where kids have been alienated from one of the parents, and because of the bitterness between the two parents. And he had grown up, I'd grown up, my parents are still married to this day, okay? And so one particular afternoon, he had, there was two phone calls happened for us. My dad called, and then finally after 15 years, his dad called. His dad had been trying to reach out to him since the boy had graduated high school and was going to school at University of Houston. And so, this is going to date me, had we used a simple recording machine, and so it wasn't even, I think it was digital, so no videotape or recording tape, it was a simple, digital recording. And my dad called, and my dad said, it's real simple. It's like, hey Elliot, this is your dad. Just going to check on you, see you doing in school. You get a chance to give me a call back. I love you. Bye. That's what my dad said. The very next call, how about like 10, 15 minutes, I think it's 10 to 15 minutes, might have been an hour later, as far as I know. His dad called. But his dad said, hello, this is Frank. Jason, please give me a call back. Bye. And for him, that was devastating. Because it wasn't, even though his dad had called plenty of times before prior to him being a roommate of mine, he had never been confronted with the possibility of what it could have been like. What possible way his relationship with his dad could have been closer, that his dad would actually address himself as his dad instead of simply as Frank. Or, there wasn't that endearing closeness between the two. And seeing that with my dad, he was mad for a long time. And had a hard time trying to come to grips with forgiving both him and his dad and his mom. And I had to work with him to get through that. But now we're years down the road. We're not really 20 years ago. So now we're down the road from that, and those things, it stuck with me. And it's important to me that, okay, older gentlemen, okay, yes, okay, for whatever reason there's some disconnect. You can still help out the younger guys now. If you made it to being a grandpa, you've learned some things. You can help the young fathers with how to be dads. You can help the young professionals with being more professional. Or just men on a day in, day out. You can assist just with your advice or, try to away with being a mentor. And so I'm passionate about it because I know that this is something that would be a big help to the community at large.
Okay. Well, real briefly, how can we get in touch with Man Alive if we need help?
Well, you can get in contact with me on the Man Alive Facebook page. You can just type in Man Alive on the search bar and on Facebook. You can also contact me directly on my phone number, 713-231-8062. And you can contact me directly. I'm the business PR guy for Man Alive. And I do speak from time to time as well, and we have the most recent live broadcast on both my Elliot Howard Facebook page and on the Man Alive Facebook page, which we talked about this past meeting, was the importance of growing as a dad. It's been our third installment in the fatherhood series for Man Alive, and it was a really, really, really great meeting, and it was a step up from what we have been talking about in the previous two meetings, where we talked about being an engaged dad. And because growing as a dad is a step beyond even that. Now, we're not always going to talk about fatherhood because the base foundation for it is EQ, like I said, and so we focus down a vein of how, when we're talking about fatherhood, EQ, obviously, you have that under control, means it has a direct impact to how you are as a father. We also talk about how the EQ affects marriage. There's a portion of what we do have to do with real marriage as well. And we're going to be starting that up soon as well as just getting down into the minutia of EQ and the finer details of emotional intelligence over the next few months. And we meet over at the Fountain Life Center down in Houston, Texas. The address is 14065 Main Street, and we meet once a month. I will be having more calendars and events put up in the next couple weeks for the months to come, and we meet once a month. And if there's other events that we have planned, it's a Valentine's Day event, or Valentine's Sweetheart event we have going. We're planning for February. Please join, visit us on Man Alive, and you'll be able to see where we are going with that. It's going to be February 17th, and I will have more forward information to HD, as well as putting it on both the Elliot Howard Facebook page and the Man Alive Facebook page.
Okay. And also coming soon to the H.D. Campbell website, and we'll give you all the information for that once it becomes available.
Check out Dysfunctional Beginnings by author Renee A. Taylor's Aunt Dolores' husband Eugene betrays her. She finds out quite by accident that he's fallen in love with her sister, a sister incapable of reciprocating his affection. Of course, a divorce is inevitable. Instead of placing the blame for their breakup where it belongs, on her husband, she turns on her sister and hates the child she's carrying before it's conceived. That child happens to be Taylor. What happens next? You must read Dysfunctional Beginnings to find out. Check it out on Amazon or at www.naughtyandnicenovels.com, and coming soon to your favorite bookstore.
Okay, very good. Now I want to switch gears again. You have some new projects coming up, new books coming out. Why don't you talk about those?
Okay, well, book number 2 in the Rewritten Live series is called Days of Revelation. And it builds upon the themes that were established in Rewritten Lives. Rewritten Lives, of course, was a book that went through the whole cycle of change that individual goes through. Letting go, saying goodbye, lessons that you learn, seasons of hate, or the challenges that come after you've withdrawn from something that's comfortable and you become uncomfortable. Then when you reestablish yourself of being comfortable again in the new life after the change. Becoming focused again on what you love, And then at the end, that was all for a purpose. And what he begins, he ends. Because what appears harsh does not really mean. So there's a beneficial to that. Now after that, we've gone through that time period, and the changes come. The revelations about your life, whatever it could be, then start to filter in. And I can say that the revelations might not come immediate, but they do come. And you see things, you don't reminisce about the past, and you don't languish back there, but you take a look back at what you thought you were going through at the time, or if that was something diabolical, it actually was not. And then you understand why. Or if you hadn't gotten out of the situation, what possibly could have happened was you would have been more negative. Or, you get this thing about, man, you wish you really hadn't done that, and see why you wish you hadn't really done that. Either way, the revelations come. And it's in the days after you've gone through the change. And days is just a metaphor. It could be a longer period of time than just days. But the revelations come. And so I'm excited about, as I put them together. And it's in the same style, in the sense that the poems can stand alone. You just want to read one for comfort, or read one just to get your thoughts going. That's fine. But again, if you read it from beginning to end, there is an implied theme. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because when it comes to reading any kind of book, you bring to what you read your past experiences that filter through the information. So 2 or 3 people can read the same poem and come with different outcomes. And that's just how it happens. Even if it's different from what the author intended, whatever it means to you is what it means to you.
Okay. All right. Pretty cool. So when are these new projects supposed to be due?
Well, I'm going to be delivering Days of Revelation to H.D. Campbell at the end of January, and then once we go through our editing process and the ideas that he comes through, then we'll set a release date. And of course, all the H.D. Campbell fans and the Elliot Howard fans, you will know when it's going to happen. And this time around, we're going to do it. I want to do it differently because of the flexibility of my work. I can do poetry readings in churches. I can do it in lounges. Or any particular type of event, because I've done it. I've done it at concerts, I've done it at churches, I've done it in lounges. It doesn't really matter. But then without actually, be able to get to meet everybody and talk and go to book clubs and book signings and stuff like that, I'll definitely, this time around for Days of Revelation, everything has been clear. God has moved in a mighty way, and so the flexibility is there now where it wasn't before. So this is going to be fun.
Okay. I want to get a little personal with you for a second, because you've had quite the year, as I see with Facebook and everything. Mr. Howard got remarried, which is to a wonderful woman, you and please tell me a little bit about that. Sorry, I got a dish on the missus. Can't talk to you without dishing on the missus.
All right, okay. She is fantastic. Yes, she is. Oh my Lord. So she gets something aside when I say, because I start talking about it, she starts getting bashful. So she can, right now she's downstairs watching, TV, doing stuff, whatever,
As long as you, just don't tell her why, man, because I'm the one that brought the question. I don't want to come after me. I do apologize.
No, she's a sweetheart.
All right.
She's a sweetheart. I will say this, and that from the moment that we met, it was like, it's just like a perfect, I don't know, it's like, honestly, I'm a poet and I have words, but when I get to her, I have none.
Just like me.
All I can say is that, it wasn't about the fact of her having to completely, I I didn't need her to be a jester or make me feel good like she was a front. But there is something about her that is just it's like in the perfect house. The house to be right, and everything in its right place. But then there's that painting that makes it all, that draws it all together.
Mm.
There's like the car that is the car of your dreams, but then there's something that you add to it that takes it to a whole other notch. But it was quite apparent, even on the first date that we met, that being with her in my life would never be the same, but it would be better than it's ever been. And at the end of it, it was like, it was like, oh, my heart, like, I was, that was hard. The guy was like, she loves you for you. She'll love you for you.
Well, I want to, oh, good. I'm sorry.
But will love you for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that. I saw that. And there was a genuineness and a sincerity. Always she came with wanting to just be a part, to just add, because that's just who she is.
Right.
And my son saw it. My mom and dad saw it. And to the point that my son was like, had come up to me. I remember and said, like, if you mess this up, I'll kill you. He's only about 8 years old at the time. He was like she's good. There's a picture I have on Facebook where she was coming to the house and he could hear her car, and he stood outside. He stood by the door with his arms open wide, waiting for her.
I love that.
And so, but the whole process of going to being married to her, becoming married to her, being her husband, allowed me an opportunity that is rare. I mean, granted, we met with a marriage counselor and all, and even she said about, hey, look, marriage is supposed to be for life. She and I both come to you, we're in our second marriage, and together, I'm her, second is him. But the thing is that the opportunity came to show my son how to do it the right way. Because he was old enough that it was documented in his mind. Because, in some situations, parents are married, 10 years later, the kids come, and they have no idea what that looks like. The daughter might not know exactly what to expect, and the son doesn't know exactly what to do. And being a parent really goes through the whole process of having that discussion, like, okay, you're supposed to go and talk to her dad. You're supposed to propose. You're supposed to wait. You're supposed to this. That whole deal of what it is to be, being a good man is a choice. Being a gentleman is a choice. Okay? There's a lot of players out there. There's a lot of guys that just are wanton in their relationship with any woman at all. And actually try to make a wife out of every woman, and not every woman a wife. So this process has allowed me to actually show my son about that in-depth discretion. And then, so I had my son as the best man for the wedding. When I asked her dad for her hand, my son was there. When it came down to the ceremony in itself, with my son being the best man, he got to be the whole process of, you can have a bachelor night and not do anything stupid. And so I explained to him the whole time, said, as a dad, you never want to do something that you can't share with your kid. So that's how your guidance is about your character. If I can't come home and share it with you, then I should not do it. If I could not do this in front of you, then I should not do it. That would be inappropriate. And I want to do something that I can't talk to you about. So then he got to see about how, we had the night before the wedding, it was just, and he goes to Facebook page, let's go to the back because I have a lot of images. But but he and I just made a night of it, the two of us spending time together. And so when we went to the wedding on the wedding day, this is what was really cool. my dad was an ordained minister, my dad performed the ceremony. So, and there's a picture that I have, where in fact, several pictures I got, where my dad's walking into the ceremony, I'm following him, and my son's following me. So you have 3 generations present on doing it the right way. And I know my son is watching me every step of the way. And so, and the imagery was good. And there was never been a time where all 3 were, well, my dad was named after his uncle, but his uncle was dead before I was shown up. So he had 3 Jerrys, my dad, me, and my son. And that was good in and of itself. So the whole thing provided areas for, healing and reconciliation and building up that and teaching that went to both families. And as long lasted, our families became knit well before the wedding ever took place. And my son loves her, she loves him, and they have their own relationship independent of me.
See, I love that. I truly love that, especially when the children are like on board and everything's all good. I definitely love that.
Need editing services? Or perhaps you need ghostwriting or formatting done. HD Campbell Productions has what you need to fit your needs on your schedule. We also edit contracts, work documents, student papers, and more. We have the right price to fit all of your needs. For more information, please log on to www.hdcampbell3.com. After that, please call 314-265-9169 or contact me by email at hdcampbell3@msn.com. Let HD Campbell Productions fit your needs. And as always, let your writing fuel your spirit.
Ever experienced a love for someone so forbidden? You feel so wrong, but yet his passion makes you feel oh so right? Even if you have, meet Solomon and Sheba, my award-winning author, Francine Kraft, and experience it all again.
So, switching gears again, my friend, how can people buy your books?
Okay. Well, mainly, you can go to I have a website for Rewritten Lives. You can go to www.rewrittenlives.com and you can find out a little bit more about me. You can buy the book. The book is an ebook, paperback, and hardback. And of course, there's a trailer on there
awesome trailer. Yes.
If you want to read some of the reviews for the book, you can go to Amazon.com and dial up Rewritten Lives there. The book has been reviewed over 22 times on Amazon.com, and it's got a 4.6 out of 5-star rating, which is really, really good for an inaugural book. All the people that reviewed it were from different walks of life, and they all came to the same conclusion. And people that have spoken to me afterwards, it really blessed me with their commentary about what the book meant to them. And so you can go to Amazon.com. You can also get the book on BarnesandNoble.com. Again, you can get it on ebook format as well as paperback, hardback as well from them.
Okay.
So that's how you get. Those are the main ways you can get the book Rewritten Lives. And of course, this Days of Revelation, which is the book that will be to come. HG Campbell Productions have their network, and that's those becomes available, and let you know about that as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, normally this is the portion where I ask you for your final word, but actually, my greedy self wants to hear a final poem.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. I can do that. You want to, let's see. the rewritten lives,
Oh.
or Days of Revelation? Which one?
Let's do Days of Revelation.
Days of Revelation. Okay. Okay. The poem from Days of Revelation that I will read is called Philippians 4:13, Shadow of My Father. Can we talk for a minute? After all, time is fleeting, and this meeting I dare not let pass because I thought I was cheating time, only to become aware that the sand was merely pouring out of the glass. To mountaintops and through valleys, the miles have tallied many places, but there has never been a place where your name was unknown. Near and far, all knew you. Their voices would ring. You were doing all things. Under a rock, over a tree, what a travesty of that time. I didn't know I was free. Yet, you were doing all things. In moments and times where I was unwise in my own conceit and found myself with only my arm to rest my head, your voice kept me fed on a path that would bring me back to you when I should have been dead. You were doing all things. When I was a child, I thought as one would. Now I have put away childish things as a man, which you showed me I should. Yet it is more than that. I'm awake now to the truth I was missing in my living slumber. And with the slumber, my house will be built and last for the rest of my days. Spoken words last for a moment, forgotten over time, and often misrepresented, leaving the messenger resented. But the narrative lasts forever. However, the message of life was given to me. Love too deep to let me forget that you were doing all things through Christ who gave you strength. And because you have done all things, so should I. You gave me this loving message. I see clear as day. And in every way I say, thank you for the life you have given me. Because of you, I know how to live free.
I hope you enjoyed this Lost interview with my client, Elliot Howard. The reason they're called Lost episodes is because at the time I did the interview, I had a crash and I thought I lost them, but then I came back and I found them, and now we're doing the Lost interviews. So if I come across a few more, I will definitely air them. Elliot has a new book called Revelation, which we're doing editing next week. We're going to start the marketing for it. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to continue on the marketing for it. Stay tuned for The Baker's Man, which I'll have on his webpage on my website. I'll have shared between my Facebook page and other different things where he has different baked goods and everything that he's selling. He's just a marketing powerhouse, and with HD Campbell Productions behind him, we're going to help him go as far as possible. Now, switching gears. Stay tuned next week, where we'll have another Lost episode with author LaVon Barber. She's a very talented, very beautiful, I might add, author who is, like I said, has loads of talent. And not only do I have a Lost interview with her, I have a surprise for you guys next week. I may have already spilled the beans on Facebook, but if you haven't seen it, you'll have to wait till next week. Well, until next time, thank you for spending another hour with me, especially on this bonus content. Peace, let your writing fuel your spirit, and God bless.
Hi, this is Luna Charles. This is Love, Laugh, and Live with Passion. I wrote it for the simple and honest reason that everybody kept asking me why and how am I able to have small kids, 5 and 8, work a full-time job, write books, and take care of my family. Trust me, dinner's on the table around 7:30. It's simple. I know what I want out of life. I've read what I need to do to get it out of life. It's not rocket science. It's really not a secret. It's just following simple steps every day and knowing in your heart you're after a goal and you want to accomplish it. And if you really, really want something, nobody has to force you to do it. 22 exercises, 22 weeks, half a year, not even, to make your life where you need it to be. Stop making excuses and go after the life you want. Love, laugh, and live with passion. It's very simple. Do it with passion and live and love and have a wonderful life.
Ever experience a love for someone so forbidden? It feels so wrong, but yet his passion makes you feel oh so right? Even if you have, meet Solomon and Sheba, my award-winning author, Francine Kraft, and experience it all again. Experience the roadblocks of pregnancy, past transgressions, and the deathbed confession threatens the most powerful of romances. Can they survive? By Solomon and Sheba from your favorite bookstore, Amazon, and BarnesandNoble.com.
Bad intentions are deliberate. Is that a warning or a threat? No, it's a book by author Renee A. Beauty goes a long way and never seems to run out of road. Crave, a very gorgeous young lady, finds out that beauty does and doesn't matter when she's introduced to Blair, better known as Big Time B. After clubbing with her friend Gretchen, she and Blair end up having a one-night stand. He knows how to pleasure her treasure. What does that mean? Well, I guess you must buy Bad Intentions Are Deliberate by author Renee A. Buy it at Amazon or at www.naughtyandnicenovels.com and coming soon to your favorite bookstore.